Hi friends, it's me Tippy and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. I post travel, lifestyle, and law school related vlogs and sometimes some covers on the side. But today I will be doing a classic mukbang Q&A, and on my Instagram page I asked some of you to ask me some questions, and I was so happy kasi I was so surprised how so many of you wanted to ask me questions, and I will try my best to answer as many questions as I can. But if I'm not able to answer your question, I'm so sorry, and I hope you ask another question next time we do this. So large everything. Hello everything. Before we answer any questions, from Freshane Infante, what have you learned during this season? P.S. I really look up to you, ate. Thank you so much, Freshane Infante. I hope I pronounced that right. What have I learned during this quarantine season? I learned to be grateful for what I have, but never to forget that there are other people who need my help. And it's during these moments that you should remember how the blessings that come into your life are not meant to be just kept by you, but it's meant to be shared with others who may need it. So make sure that you look around you and you see who may need a hug, who may need financial help, who may need so-and-so, and be that person for that person who is in need. What is my pre-law course? This is from Shataa PHH. My pre-law course is BS Family Life and Child Development. How do you manage your time po? Hope you answer my question. Hihi, love you po, love you too. This is from Jezreel_. I love planning everything out, as in lahat ng mga kailangan kong gawin nasa planner, so I see what I need to do, if I've done it, if I haven't done it, I need to remember, and that's how I keep my life together. No questions. I just want to say I love you, Miss Tippy. This is Kat Valencia XX. I love you too. Thank you so much for watching the vlogs. Andre Trinidad, how difficult, easy is online law schooling? I absolutely hate online law schooling. I think I have never felt more disconnected with the lessons in my life. High school, grade school, college. I worked throughout those years at high school, college, and I've never felt this disconnected. Like, I don't know how much I actually know about the law. I'm doing the work. I've passed 4 of my 5 subjects this semester because it's not yet finished. But I don't know if I'm supposed to take I'm supposed to take the bar on these specific subjects lang tomorrow. I know I will not pass, and that's so negative, but we move forward, and I will look for other ways to learn the things that I feel like I missed out on this semester. Sofo Philly Caudry, do you honestly have time for other hobbies, interests, or is it 100% law school? Ha ha ha. I'm lucky because I went into law school, medyo matanda na ako. So my classmates are about 2 to 3 years younger than me. I had 2 years before law school where I just worked and enjoyed life. And once I entered law school, alam mo yun, nasa stage na ako ng life ko that I know law school is not the end all and be all. Therefore, I'm not gonna spend my life in law school as if it's the most important thing to me. It's important, it's high on the top of my priorities, but I have my family, I have friendships, I have my relationship with Miguel, I have my mental health, I have so many things that I know I should focus on, and hobbies and interests are part of your life. These are the things that will keep you going when the going gets tough. You know what I mean? Parang kung wala kang pinapanood na series, kung wala kang passion project, kung wala kang pinagkakaabalahang bagay na nagpapasaya sa puso mo, I swear it's not law school or any other job or school-related activity, it will not work because you won't be happy unless your interest and your hobby is really studying, which is not mine. So the short answer to this question is it's not 100% law school, and I suggest that if you were to enter into law school or any graduate course that you don't make it your life, because it's gonna kill you inside. What do you do when you feel so unmotivated to study? Hi, Ate Tippy, I love your vlogs. This is from Helene Ray. Herline Ray. Hi, Herline Ray. Thank you so much for watching the vlogs. What do I do when I feel so unmotivated? I rest, because usually the reason why I'm unmotivated is because I'm tired. And when you're tired, your brain and your heart just, well, for me, they just don't want to take in any more information. And so if I'm unmotivated, I rest. I do something I like to do that'll make me happy and hopefully find the motivation to go again. This is from Ramos Angelica _ estimated tuition per sem in UP Law. UP Law, well, I can only compare it to Ateneo because these are the two schools that I applied to. UP Law is talagang very much cheaper than Ateneo. I'm not so sure what their rates are now, but for UP Law right now, I think I pay about 28,000 to 29,000 per semester. And if you look at other law schools, this is really a good price to pay for law school, because not only do you get top-notch law school education, but you're paying lower than other law schools. So it's good to look into that when you apply for law school, because the tuition fee to law school is just, you know, a chunk of everything you need to pay for. You need to pay for expensive commentaries. Commentaries are so expensive, sometimes mga 2,000, 3,000. The reviewers, the codals, the amount of pens you're gonna use, the writing materials, the highlighters, the gadgets you will use while studying. It's expensive talaga. So before you get into it, make sure your heart is into it and that you really want it. This is from Earth to Akima. Fave law school subject and why? Torts and quasi-delicts, because I am a chismosa. And this subject was the most exciting for me, as in, ay, syempre, hindi naman ako natutuwa na may mga pinagdadaanan yung ibang mga tao. Pero, as in, magugulat ka sa mga storya, sa mga kaso na nangyayari, na papa, what the heck? Did this really happen? Parang movies, and yeah, that's why. Just take torts and you'll know. Abby Fider, Abby Fider. Hi, Ate Tippy, I love your vlog, Sufu. What's the story behind your law dreams? The story is, I did not do well in the NMAT. I wanted to go into med school. I did not do well in the NMAT, and then I said, oh my gosh, if I can't do well in the NMAT, maybe I'll try law school entrance exams. And I passed, and maybe it was, you know, the sign for me that med school is not for me, and it's probably law school. And since then, I have not regretted the decision. I've enjoyed, and I've gone through trials and difficulties, but I'm still standing. I'm almost done with my second year. Hopefully I pass that last subject and I'll be on my third. So yeah, that's it. That's the very abridged version of my law school dreams. Francisa B Cube. Hi, Ate Tippy. What was by far the most difficult situation you had to overcome in law school? Terror professors. I think actually there are no other difficult situations, I would say, that had, you know, stopped me on my tracks and just made me cry. It's really the stress of having a terror professor. Magkaka-bad recit ka, but for me, every single time that happens, it really tears me down. As in, parang feeling ko end of the world, but I cry, as I do often, and then I have to get over it, move on until the next. Natatapos naman eh, napapagdaanan naman ang terror prof. If pumasa ka, yay, diba? Good job. If hindi ka pumasa, not passing a law school subject because of a terror professor is part of the journey for many law school students. It's not something to be ashamed of. It should not be something that will make you just stop, because it happens. It really happens. It happens. Jaylene Jose _ or Helen Jose. Hardest subject right now, Civ Pro. Civ to the Pro. Civil procedure may be the death of me. Still have my semester ongoing until August 29. So please, please, please pray for me, kasi as of now, yan, nag-pause ako kasi yan yung laman ng brain ko sa Civ Pro. Organic _ Republic. Do your parents financially support your studies, or do you support yours? Before I entered into law school, I promised myself that I wanted to pay for my tuition fees. Of course, my parents were like, why? Dito ka nakatira. We can support you. Hindi mo kailangan gawin yan. But I've been working since I was 10 years old, and I feel like I had enough savings to support me through law school. And so yeah, I pay for my own tuition, although they do help me out with the books, with the commentaries. I do also pay for my reviewers and what I shop in National Bookstore, Fully Booked or Muji. I thank you. But of course, they want to support me. It's a personal decision of mine, and I'd like to stick to it. And so far, I'm doing fine. So yeah. Lynn_Gonzalez. So I'm guessing this is Lynn_Gonzalez. Mahirap po ba talaga mag-take ng law na course? Yes, mahirap po talaga, as I think a lot of other courses are very difficult. But kung gusto mo talaga, and kung pagpupursige ka, at kung para sa'yo talaga, matatapos at matatapos mo. Ako, hindi pa ako natatapos. So, sana matapos ko, ano? Christine Espejo _ and this is a question that I get a lot. Why did you choose to go to law school when you already have a career? I chose to go to law school. I think earlier on in life naman, even if I was working, I was singing, I was acting, I knew in my heart na hindi siya yung gusto kong gawin all my life. May be difficult for other people to understand, but nag-vlog ako, I did the shows, pero nahiya ako. Nasa-stress ako kapag pumapasok ako sa new environments na kailangan mong makasalamuha yung madaming tao, kailangan mong gawin to, hindi ko ma-explain. I'm an introvert, but I'm an extrovert at the same time. It's so complicated. I'm not good with meeting new people, but when I know you, I'm so open to you, and I just want to get to know you more, and that's how I am. And I felt like in the world of show business, you almost always have to be very open to new people and to other people. And if not, you may, or if people don't know you, you may be judged for that. And it gave me so much anxiety, although nobody has ever treated me badly before. It just gave me so much anxiety, and yeah, I felt like I needed to detach myself from that. And I've always loved school, so what better way to show my love for school by never stopping studying? And so I'm in law school. Trisha M 701-33786. I love your number. What do you think? Is love life a must in law school or no? What advice could you give to us? I don't think it's a must, although if it does come in your life and you feel like you can balance it, you can make sure your priorities are straight, then why not? I'm in law school. I've had my boyfriend, parang kotse lang. I've been in a relationship for more than 3 years. Even before I entered law school, we were together na, and I'm happy. And honestly, he has helped me through the most difficult situations, and I would not know what to do without Miguel. So, for me, it's a must, char. Simone Ledesma, how do you cope up from bad recitations? I cope by expressing my feelings to my friends, giving it a good cry, and making sure that I don't dwell on it, because like I said, bad recitations are part of law school. I don't think even the most intelligent person has had a 100% good recit record. It's impossible, I think. Or if that happened to you, then oh my gosh, you are one in a million. Na-burp pa ako, hindi pa ako kumakain. You are one in a million, and wow. Wait, pwedeng pasubo ng fry. Mariah Ayesa, not a cue. I just want you to know, sobrang nakaka-happy manood ng vlogs mo. Thank you! I hope ma-happy ka dito. From Ijolina. What advice will you give to your first year law student self? God bless, Ati. Siguro not to panic that I don't get things. I remember my first few classes, and I did not even know how to read a case. You know, I was reading through it, and I was like, oh my god, petition for certiorari, prohibition. Oh my god, sabi ko, oh my god, what's a certiorari? Hindi ko talaga magets ng una. Tapos parang feeling ko, oh my god, sis, tama ba tong lugar na to? Baka yung mga kaklase mo, they all know it. And later on, I realized na hindi rin pala nila alam. And that I shouldn't put myself down too much. You know, your first year in law school, there's a starting point for everybody, and those in their 4th years know a lot because they had to go through what they did in first year. So, okay not to be okay. It's okay not to know things yet. Especially during the first few weeks of law school, you're gonna feel so lost. And I was lost. And I wish I had somebody to tell me na it's normal. We all went through that. So if you're about to embark on your law school journey and you feel lost on your first day, on your first weeks, it's okay. Ken Ampere, what are your recit tips po ate? By the way, I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much for asking this very wonderful question. Recit tips, kalma. Alam mo, naalala ko, and even until now, kapag ka-Terry yung professor, I can feel my pulse. Of course, you feel it if you put your hand here, but iba kapag ka nakatayo ka na, tapos parang narinig mo, oh my God, gumagano yun dito. Tapos, hindi ako humihinga. As in, feeling ko mag-hyperventilate ako kasi nasa stress ako. Prepared naman ako, or kahit di, well, prepared or hindi prepared, kinakabahan pa rin. But my recit tips would be to stay calm, and this too shall pass, because time passes and your class will end and your recit will end. It can be good, it can be bad. If it's bad, you move on, you move forward to the next recit. If it's good, then good job. Congrats. Oh my God, nahalata na nakapambahay shorts na ako. Sorry. Anything. Alfea Villalon, is your reason in entering law school before still the same as now? Like I said kanina, my reason in entering law school was because I did not do well in the NMATs. So, I took the law school entrance tests. But now, my reason for being in law school is because I want to create change. Given everything that's happening in our country now, I feel like we put too much premium on intelligence, and we feel like the people that we put into power should just be there because, oh, matalino siya, attorney siya, doktor siya, cum laude siya, eme. We don't put enough premium in puso. At makikita mo yan kahit saan ka mag-aral. Maraming matalino pero minsan puso ang kulang. And so that's why I'm trying my best now that I'm in law school, because I feel like hindi man ako yung pinakamatalino doon, pero may puso ako. And no matter where I work, no matter what work I would like to do as a lawyer, I will always bring that with me. And I hope if you're watching right now and you're so stressed in, you know, making sure you ace those exams, don't forget to make sure you have a heart for what you're doing. And make sure na dala mo ang puso mo kahit saan ka magtrabaho, kahit saan ka mag-aral, dahil compassion, kindness, and a good heart will set you apart from everybody else. And it's something that we need to make sure we have in our leaders. The next time you elect people into power, make sure that hindi lang sila talino, kung hindi, may puso din sila. Kasi yan ang magbibigay ng totoong change sa Philippines.